Spud was having a bad day. He didn't hear the alarm go off, so he overslept. The first thing he heard was Mama calling to him.
"Get up, Spud! You're going to be late!"
He groggily got up and shut off the alarm. He quickly showered. Then he brushed his teeth. Spud looked at the cereal in front of him and said, "I was hoping for eggs."
"I would have made you eggs, Spud, but you got up too late. You're going to be late for school if you don't eat now,"
Mama replied. So he gobbled down his breakfast. Then he rushed out the door. But by the time he got out to the road, the bus had gone by. Mama wasn't happy, but she drove him to school. By the time he got there, he was late for class, so he had to get a slip from the secretary in the office. When he arrived at class, Miss Scallop met him at the door.
"Because you're late, you have to stay in during recess, Spud."
They started with English, a subject that was not Spud's favorite. He couldn't remember the subject and the verb of the sentence. He became very discouraged. While he was working, Darth Tater showed up. "Just put any answer down and get it over with. Who cares?" "Jesus will care. He would want me to do my best," Spud replied and struggled on. Then they changed to math. They were doing word problems.
"If you finish your math, Spud, I will let you go out for afternoon recess," Miss
Scallop said. Spud was usually good at math, but today he just couldn't think. Once again, Darth Tater appeared next to him. "Why don't you look on Chip's paper?" "But that would be cheating, and Jesus wouldn't like me to cheat." "But you won't go out for recess if you don't." "I'd rather stay in during recess than cheat," Spud determined. So Dart left him for the moment, and Spud had to stay in to finish his math during recess. During lunch, Chip came over to Spud and said,
"You seem discouraged."
"Yeah, nothing is going right today. God doesn't seem to be with me today," Spud replied.
"As promised you, I would never leave you nor forsake you,"
Chip encouraged.
"Remember when Darth Tater tried to keep you from doing your work before? You used God's word to defeat him. Jesus will stay with you, and I'll keep praying for you for the rest of the day."
They changed to science from after lunch. They had to name all 9 planets in order. Spud worked hard at it, but he couldn't remember the last planet. Darth Tater once again appeared. "You're a poor excuse for a student." "That may be so, but God's word says I have loved you with an everlasting love," Spud challenged. Chip saw what was going on and said a quick prayer for him. Spud ignored Darth Tater and finished his paper. School ended for the day. Miss Scallop called,
"Spud, come here, please."
"What have I done now?" Spud wondered. Spud walked up to Miss Scallop and said, "Yes, Miss Scallop."
"You look like you've had a hard day, Spud,"
Miss Scallop said. "Nothing's gone right today," Spud told her. "I can't seem to do anything right."
"Spud, I know you refused to cheat or do sloppy work. I was proud of you. That must have pleased Jesus also. Every day you will have problems, Spud. Jesus wants you to deal with them as he would. When a problem comes, ask, what would Jesus do? Just remember WWJD.
"Thanks, that helps a lot," Spud replied. Turning, he left the class, repeating, WWJD, WWJD.